welcome all of you for being here. I'm Edward, a final year BBA Information Systems student. I believe the sample lecture from Professor is inspiring and offers you a taste of what exactly a lecture at HKUST feels like. So what exactly is BBA in Information System or BBA-IS? It may be the first question that pop up in your mind. And these are the key highlights that I captured from our department website. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that they're not important. Just I feel them they're really, in fact, they're really, really important and crucial for you to understand our program. So our program could offer you the fundamental knowledge in the essential operation of a company and organization. And it teaches you how to design and implement information systems that are required by different business sectors. So IS is not just limited to those tech giants like Google, Amazon, or Alibaba. It is because information system actually is a broad coverage, and it's increased from the payroll system, the collaboration tools like the Zoom we're using right now, to any other edge technologies. And of course, us can help you to master the state of the art and leading edge technologies in the industries and markets. You can learn the buzzword like the artificial intelligence, blockchain, and cloud computing in our courses. And we will keep updating our course content so you may can learn other specified IS topic upon your entry of study as well. So IS also helps students to be prepared for professional qualifications, such as CISA, the Certified Information System Auditor, and CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate. Besides, we offer chances for you to actually apply IT knowledge in real-life business projects by either the optional final year project or the internship placement program. So to further demonstrate your ability to your future employer, IS program also offers two options of business analytics and information system auditing. Upon your completion of these two options, it will be shown on your transcript so that your future employer may consider you have successfully acquired the relevant knowledge. So here are some of the possible career aspects that IS graduates could choose from, which shows our flexible structure and career choices. Like for the IS auditing and security, so if you're interested in starting your own business, then you may be interested in the technology entrepreneurship. And if you're opening your own IG shop, you may be interested in the social media and e-commerce, etc. So here are some of the possible career aspects that you may be interested in. And here are some of the possible concerns that you may think of. First and foremost, what are the differences between BBIS and computer science? Okay, the most important thing is computer science major is BEng, which is offered by engineering school, while we are supported by business school. Just kidding. It's never the only difference between these two things. For computer science students, they're required to have detailed analysis of algorithm and programming, and they emphasize technical aspects. In short, they're developing the tools. However, for IS students, we emphasize the application of computing technologies in business besides the technical knowledge. We need to understand and apply appropriate technology to solve real business problems or offer reliable recommendations to our clients. In short, we're more about how to apply and manage the tools, and we will need to interact more with end users, from clients to developers to any other users. But as it may be surprising that prior computing background is not required. We do not need you to study ICT in advance, including those knowledge of programming, networking, and databases. And this is critical knowledge will be taught in, of course, in your study plan. So you may see the same curriculum picture on BBIS website, but just make it short, we will have the introduction of information system and coding of business for all business school students. And then if you feel you're interested and capable after finishing all the school requirements, and you can choose to enroll in the BBIS major. And here for BBIS major, 3 major courses you need to study, which covers information systems, database design, and programming skills. And around 3 to 4 electives can be chosen upon your choice. For the options, you will need to study the extra specified 2 courses, as courses counts toward option does not double count toward the major requirements. So this does not count toward the middle part, the orange side. And after understanding a brief idea of IS curriculum, I would like to introduce some of my personal experience regarding the internship. For IS, internship or placements are mostly for students who have completed their 3rd year of study, so that they're equipped with sufficient knowledge to work for companies, and they will need to apply study leave for a full-time placement. And the overall goal of getting an internship is to get a sense of what an IS career is about. As specified in the earlier, there are a lot of career choices or options for IS graduates. So it's always better for you to have at least some of the taste of some aspects of the IS industries. Last but not least, students can acquire practical work experience, which is not available in classroom, and enrich their graduation CV. So our school supports a lot for job seeking. We have an internal job board, so as SBM Business School Job Bank. The former one is open for all HKUST students, and the latter one is mainly for business school students. Our IS department would also occasionally send email for potential internship opportunities to students and offer school nominations from time to time. So for me, I joined KPMG, one of the big 4 accounting firms, as technology consultants in my 3rd year of study. At first, I received email from IS department to remind me that there is such job opportunities for me to apply my knowledge. After the preliminary GPAs and CV screening for both school and KPMG, I've received the app test from KPMG, and followed by a virtual assessment day, which combined both group interview and individual interview back-to-back in one day. After a few weeks, I received offer from KPMG, and it's officially kickstarted my 8-month placement as technology consultant. Actually, I work for the cybersecurity pillar, and perhaps you will share the similar photos of the pictures in the left-hand side. And one of the duty I need to perform is called penetration testing or pen test. In short, we help clients by hacking in their system. With pandemic time, we're getting used to incorporating more and more technology. Without security, business operation would be severely impacted. Therefore, we're paid to hack in their system with different techniques, such as phishing, DDoS, and more, so that they can know which parts of their security system or information system defense needed to be reinforced. After all, it's always better to be successfully hacked in by professional firms rather than those malicious hackers, right? And here are some of the common attacks that you may not be familiar with all of the terms, but it's totally fine. Like for example, in one of my jobs, I was asked to create some phishing email template, which means I need to write some HTML code to make my email look like the legitimate one to steal the username and password from the victims. There's still a lot of interesting things to explore and learn about the cybersecurity. And one of the best things about this is you do not need to worry about being caught for illegal hacking if you're doing right and in both of the cases. After all, the working experience really equip you with the real life business solving, the problem solving skill, and you will definitely learn a lot more than just the theory taught in the lecture in most of the time. And it is near the end of my sharing. Thank you for your time and good luck for your JUPAS results. And please let me know if you do have any other questions. Thank you.
All right, so my name is Louise. Very happy talking to you. So I am a final year student majoring in information systems with a minor in psychology. So yeah, can y'all see my slide? Perfect. So in the coming minutes, I'm going to share with you what happened to me, most importantly at HKUST. So I entered university with an HKDSE result in 2017, then picked information systems, took most of the students, I had a semester exchange, and then coming back, I had a gap year and about to graduate from uni. And as you see, there are a lot of globes growing in size. So this is what I'm going to cover in the coming minutes, and it is about global exposure through HKUST. So to me, it wasn't only about studying, but also going out of my comfort zone to see and to experience the world. And yeah, so in my first year, I joined a service learning trip with HKUST Connect. So this is the university department that organizes different voluntary activities. So during the trip, we partnered with students from other schools. So to deliver English teaching and other games to the Cambodian community. And then in the summer, I also joined a trip through the school again and to the Korea about like social innovation and to meet students from their renowned university like the Yonsei University, Hanyang University, and the Seoul National. And then later on, I went on a summer exchange to Russia. So to be honest, I didn't consider going on an exchange to Russia, but then I then received an email from the university saying that there were around 5 schools, 5 unis in Europe that that offer some exchange opportunities, and the school were very kind that they to pay for our accommodation and also tuition. So I thought, why not? And then I went there, and it was also the time when the FIFA 2018 was held. And then in the later part of my summer 2018, I went on an international student conference in Malaysia. And as you see, there are different phases. The Indian, the Malaysian, Indonesian, Japan, Korean, and also like and also Thai, Singaporean, and then we exchange our ideas and share our experiences and thoughts on different global issues. And it is a very good experience to me, as I could really like not only limit myself to the leadership position locally, but also to see what others are doing at this sphere. And then in my second year, and during the winter break, I went on a study trip to Harbin in China. So it was freezing cold. I can tell, like minus 23 degrees. I still remember how cold it was. But then when you see the ice cream, and also everything, then I think it worth it. And also the university and also the government were paying mostly of my expenses. So I think it was a very good time, as you enjoyed without having to pay much. Yep. And then in the summer, I joined a study trip to Japan. And as you see in the picture, it is where the tsunami first started. And then I also had my first solo trip afterwards. And then, so you might wonder, did I really not care about internships like most other business students? But then actually I did. So I did an overseas internship in Germany, Frankfurt, so at their Hong Kong Trade Development Council office. So as you see on the picture on the left, I was at their paper wall. So it was one of the biggest European stationery fair. And then I was promoting our Hong Kong businesses to the people, as the exhibitors there, and then it was all part of my job. And the other task I had was to investigate their investment opportunities at the Greater Bay Area for Austrian firms. And yeah, it was a very exciting time. Yeah. So then I, like most of the students at HKUST, I then had my semester exchange, and I had that in Austria during the time of COVID. So it was a very tough time, but also like a time for me to grow personally, see how to deal with uncertainty and dilemmas, of course. And then coming back, and before that, I should share with you like how easy or difficult it was to get an exchange place. So so first, what you need to do is to pick like 10 choices, because like university, like the business school alone has 139 exchange partners, but then there are other like universities choices that you could pick through the HKUST, but there are 2 streams. But anyway, like for the semester exchange, you usually apply through the business school, and then you pick the universities that you were interested, fill out the application materials around like 1 year in advance your departure, had an interview, and when you're selected, then to a certain school, the university was notified you, and then you have to sort out the visa, the accommodation, the flight, whatever that you can think of, like the phone card, SIM card, the luggage, whatever, everything. So the university gives you the paper saying that you can enter. But yeah, so and you go and have some fun. Yeah, and then coming back, it was the time of COVID, and then still we are. And then I, good or bad, have the opportunity to join a virtual exchange from a Brazilian university. So as you see, their faces from different parts of the world as well. And then it was from Brazilian university, so nowhere that I would go normally, definitely, I believe. But yeah, so good or bad, it's the time that we have. I also joined a virtual exchange course from the Fudan University. It was a very interesting course to learn about the modern Chinese economy, about like the good side as well as the bad side from different policies, and how does it impact different people, like the rural resident and also the urban resident. And I think it was a very good interaction with the professor and also other students. And yeah, so these are the 10 global exposure experiences that I had through HKUST. But of course, I understand that like financial considerations was also part of every piece of this very precious opportunity. So I can briefly share with you about that. So essentially, you get subsidies from the university when you join the service learning trips or other study trips. So as for the short-term or semester exchange, so the amount of scholarship or subsidies that usually depends on the location where you go, and you usually have to apply on your own, except, oh no, you still have to apply. But then like the $6,000 from HKUST is given to everybody who goes on an exchange. So there are also other grants from the government and also the business school that you could apply. So, and also for overseas internship, I applied through the Career Center of the HKUST, so they also gave me $25K to support my accommodation, also the flight. So not bad, yeah. Of course, meeting people is not limited to overseas. You also like have the opportunity, a wonderful opportunity to meet different people on campus. So for me, I was part of the Be Our Guest initiatives. It was a student project that aims to connect their local students with their international and also exchange students through home dining experiences. And then, of course, I don't like to just travel. I study. I have a major in information system and also a minor in psychology. It's a very fascinating topic that when you think about, you combine the psychology to their business context, like why people think in this way and why like some people like why this marketing initiative or marketing campaign works and why that. So yeah, so and also like apart from the interest part, and I have to be like very realistic in the sense that doing a minor in psychology is it works because like it only takes up 18 credits. That is 6 courses. But then as a business student, you have to already taken marketing and management. And as a university student from HKUST, you've already taken one of these psychology courses. So meaning that you only need to take 3 more courses and then you can graduate with 1 more minor. Yeah, so although most business students tend to graduate with 2 majors, but like I myself and many of my friends, and also I see more and more people are picking up their minor program as part of the study. So yeah, there are a lot of different opportunities at UST, and I hope you would like have I hope you will find what you really like and then explore what your potentials and interest and whatever it is. Enjoy your next step in life and wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Bye.